Jai Hind students, I hope that all of you finished all the homeworks. And in this class, we are going to discuss with some theorems and some problems related with that too. All of you need to watch the theorems given in the videos, and if you have any doubt, you need to rewind the video or call the teachers again. Here I am going to discuss with some problems based on that only. Listen here. The first theorem states that the tangent and radius will be always perpendicular, so that the angle between the tangent and radius will be 90 degree. That is known for you. If in a triangle one angle is 90 degree, the triangle will be a right triangle. So that triangle OPQ is right angled. Am I right? Triangle OPQ is right angled. In a right triangle, you can apply Pythagoras theorem. Therefore, by Pythagoras theorem, you can say that by Pythagoras theorem, you can say that the hypotenuse square, which is the hypotenuse OQ square, will be equal to the base is PQ square plus the altitude is OP square. This is the first point you need to know. In all these questions regarding with a circle, if you have a tangent and a radius, you can take that angle between them as 90 degree. That is theorem 1. Okay, study well. Now, consider this question. In this figure, you are asked to find the length of OQ. A figure is given here. Again, a circle in which a tangent, this is the tangent through the point of contact P, a tangent is given and a radius is also given, so that you can take this angle as 90 degree. So, it is a right triangle in which you can apply Pythagoras theorem. 90 opposite to the side is the hypotenuse. So, you have the hypotenuse square equal to the base is PQ square plus the altitude is OP square. Reason by Pythagoras theorem, that you need to note, Pythagoras theorem. Okay, I am going to apply the values. OQ you want to find, so give it as OQ square itself. PQ is given to us 12, so 12 square plus OP is given as 5 in the question, 5 square. 12 square is 144, 5 square is 25, which is 169. OQ square equal to 169, so OQ equal to square root of 169. You need to take the positive value around 13. So the length of OQ is 13 centimeter. Okay, come to this question. Find the radius of the given circle. Here also a circle in which a tangent and a radius is given, so that the angle you can take as 90 degree. Am I right? Again apply Pythagoras theorem. By Pythagoras theorem, you can say that by Pythagoras theorem, you can say that the hypotenuse is OB. Hypotenuse OB square equal to the base is AB square plus the altitude is OA square. Substitute the values. OB is given as 25. So 25 square equal to 24 the whole square plus OA square, that you need to find. 25 square is 25 into 25, 625. 24 square is 576 plus OA square. So 4 to find the value of OA square. OA square equal to 625 on one side. You need to subtract this minus 576. So you will get the value as 15 minus 6, 9. Here comes with a 11. 11 minus 7 is 449. So which implies OA equal to square root of 49, which is 7 centimeter. OA square is 49. Am I right? OA square is 49. Therefore, OA equal to 7 centimeter. So these are the problems based on theorem 1. Okay. Come with the next section, which are number of tangents drawn from a point on a circle. Listen here. If in a circle, if a point P lies inside the circle, no tangents can be drawn. No tangents. The point lies inside and no tangents. If the point lies on the boundary of the circle, how many tangents you can draw? One and only one tangent. One and only one tangent you can draw. If the point lies outside the circle, the point A outside the circle, how many tangents you can draw to the circle? 2 tangents that you can draw to the circle, and from the theorem you study that the length of those 2 tangents will be equal. Here 2 tangents can be drawn, but you study that the length AB equal to the length AC. That is theorem 2. So try to study that theorem 2. Very important. The length of the tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. Okay. Now listen here. I am going to consider a question based on this. In this figure, angle O is given as 70 degree. You are asked to find angle PTQ. Which is the angle? This one is the angle PTQ. How we can find? This is the tangent. Am I right? OP is the radius. This angle will be 90 degree. This is the tangent. Sorry, this one is tangent. OQ is the radius. So this also 90 degree. So you can take that this as a quadrilateral. Am I right? OPTQ is a quadrilateral. In a quadrilateral, the sum of the four angles will be 360 degree. So angle O plus angle P plus angle T plus angle Q. When summing up all these angles, you will get a 360 degree. Okay, substitute the values. Angle O is given to as 70 degree plus P is given as 90 plus T you want to find Q is given as 90, which is 360 degree. Add up these values. 90 plus 90 is 180. 180 plus 70 is 180 plus 70 is 250. Okay, 250. 250 plus angle T equal to 360 degree. Therefore, angle T equal to 360 minus 250. What about the value? 0. 6 minus 5 is 1. 110 degree. Look at this. Angle T 110 degree. So from this you can infer one more thing, that the angle between the two tangents will always be supplementary to the angle made at the center. Listen to this. Angle between the tangents is supplementary to. What is meant by supplementary? Their sum must be 180 degree. Means that angle O and angle T, if you add, you will get 180 degree. Very important result. MCQ questions can be asked based on this. Okay. Now come to this question. Prove that the tangents drawn from at the ends of the diameter are parallel. How we can prove that the tangents drawn at the ends are parallel? I am going to consider a diameter here. We need to prove that these two lines are parallel. I am going to take it as PA and QB. You need to prove that PA is parallel to QB. Again, you know that this is the tangent. This one a radius. Angle between tangent and radius is 90 degree. So that I am going to mark as angle 1. Angle 1 is known to as 90 degree. And the same way, angle between the tangent and radius, this also will be 90 degree. That I am going to take it as angle 2. Angle 3 also 90. Angle 4, all the angles are 90 degree. But based on the question, you need to take the angles. I am going to take angle 2 also as 90 degree. But remember, these two angles are alternate angles. Am I right? If the alternate angles are equal, the lines are parallel. So what you can say, angle 1 equal to angle 2. But they are alternate angles. Therefore, the line PA is parallel to QB. Okay, I hope all of you understand the result. Go through the video again if any doubt. We will send some additional questions based on these sections. If today itself, all of you need to answer that the homework. Okay, thank you.